First question, Tim, standing on the left side.
Tim Kawakami, Mercury News, behind people here. Kevin, obviously a whole bunch of things happened there in the fourth quarter, but you take the three over LeBron to put you ahead for the first time there. How did that develop? Was that just a matter of you were going to attack the basket, or it was there you take the shot?
You answered your own question.
I don't like when I do that.
I just tried to. First off, it was a great stop. Who got that stop? I want to say Clay, maybe. Somebody got the stop, and that always starts on the defensive side with us. And we know, if we get off the board and push, we're a dangerous team. And I seen them back it up, and I just wanted to take that shot. And also it was a good time. I mean, it was 45 seconds to go. We were down 2. If I missed, we could have got another stop. But glad I was able to knock that down. I just tried to stay disciplined in my shot, hold my follow through. And it went in. But more importantly, we got 2 stops after that. So we got to build on that, but we got to be better at Game 4.
And for Steph, just what was the emotion of all that whole run, that entire time? Just say, from the last half of that quarter, what were you talking to each other about? What was the feeling like?
We were talking. We gotta love the situation. I mean, on the road, didn't play our best game, but had a chance to get a couple stops and kind of rectify the situation down the stretch. And we had a ton of energy and belief in each other on both ends of the floor down the stretch. So that was a great feeling to kind of overcome their run, the crowd's energy, and just find a way to win. Having a close game down the stretch. Honestly, it's been a while, and that was a great feeling to kind of just overcome, stick to it, and just find a way to win.
Chris
Haynes, ESPN. Steph, I believe you said something along the lines of this might have been the biggest win during this 3-year run that you guys have been on. Would you elaborate why? Why is that?
I mean, obviously we're in the moment, and this 48 minutes was right in front of us, the only goal we had in mind. And just the way that the game went, it was back and forth, it was high intensity. We know our terrible record in Game 3s on the road, in the playoffs historically, and especially in this building, we've never played well. And this is all that talk that we had going into it, just not getting complacent, find a way to have energy, try to play a smart game. Which there's some things we can even do better and clean up. Just all those variables going into tonight, and the way that they played pretty much the whole game to find a way to win was just an amazing accomplishment, and set us up for hopefully a great night Friday where we can back it up. So all those things is just a great momentum swing kind of win.
Mike on the left side.
Mike Wise, ESPN's The Undefeated. For both you guys, LeBron just came in here and said that he probably hasn't faced a team with the firepower of you guys in the finals or even in the playoffs for that matter. And so I guess I'd just be asking, you're one game before becoming possibly the first team in league history to go 16-0 in the playoffs. One, is that part of the goal? And 2, do you even care?
I'm sorry, Stephen.
It is now because we took care of tonight. It's not in terms of like 16-0 really just of what that means historically. It's just that's what's in front of us, and we obviously know how hard it is to win a championship, what all goes into it, and how important each game is. And now that you can look ahead to Friday, all our focus is on that, and just. We always say we just want 16 wins. It doesn't matter how we get there. But now that we're in this situation, why not take care of business and finish the job? So we have to. We got to play better. But just thinking about what's next, and that's the goal in front of us, is winning that 16 game. It doesn't really matter what how we got there.
Kevin, you're on the precipice of your first NBA Finals, 1 game away victory. Just your thoughts right now going into Game 4.
Well, it's not over. Job's not done. Closeout games are always the toughest, as you heard from many players in this league over the years, how tough closeout games are on the road. I've never been in this position, being up in the finals and trying to close it out. So I know how exciting that's going to be for us as a team. But their fans are going to be into it. They're going to be wanting a win, from their team. And tonight it showed. Fans were great. J.R. Smith fed off that energy. Kevin Love, of course, LeBron and Kyrie did. So we got to be even better at Game 4 if we want to take this. So it's an exciting time, but the job's not done. We still got a lot of work to do.
Ron, over here behind the camera.
Steph, Ron Krejcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. You guys haven't played too many close games in the last few months where it's in doubt in the last 2 minutes. What was the look like in Kevin's eyes in the huddle, on the court, those last couple minutes? It seemed like he obviously did seize control of those last decisive minutes.
A confident basketball player that knows his ability. And the moment never overwhelms any of us, especially, Kay. And it was fun to watch when we were in those possessions, just the patience and composure I think we all had. And when he had the ball in his hands, getting to a spot, having confidence in himself to make those kind of plays. And like you said before, it all fed off of our defense. Collectively, all 5 guys, trying to, just find a way to get a stop so we can have the opportunity to seize control of the game and, get over that hump. So, the timeouts and even those dead ball periods, everybody, there's no panic. It was kind of peaceful, really. Just, there's a lot of time left. Let's just figure it out. And he obviously made some big shots, and we got some big stops.
Fifth row in the middle.
Spencer Davies, Basketball Insiders. This is for both of you. Was there a sense that the Cavs had multiple opportunities to try and at least put some real pressure on you guys by going up 6-8 points, but you guys kind of kept swinging? Was there just a sense that they just couldn't put you guys away?
I mean, we try to do something about that by not letting go of the rope. Like I said, staying patient, staying composed, no matter if they made tough shots or not. The biggest thing we did down the stretch, we didn't turn the ball over. We did it the entire game, but those last 4 to 6 minutes, we just got shots up and finished those possessions, make or miss, and that's something that you can't allow that momentum to swing back by giving away possessions. So when we got stops, Clay hits a huge 3 in the corner off of K, finding him in transition. Obviously, the 2 plays he made were off of stops and pushing in transition. So you got to give yourself an opportunity, but you got to, execute down the stretch, make or miss, just to, finish off those possessions with good shot attempts and give yourself a chance, and we did that.
Al, over here.
Al Sarasovic, San Francisco Chronicle. I guess a question for both of you. I'm interested in that stretch of time in the second quarter. Things got pretty testy out on the court. I know, Steph, you had some words with Shumpert, I believe, and then Draymond got a technical. Were you concerned at all about your team losing their composure, or any memories of similar incidents in last year's finals? And then, Kevin, maybe I know that you were talking to Draymond in that interchange. If you could share anything you could from that moment.
I think, basketball is it's a feisty sport. Both teams want to win. The crowd, was giving them a lot of energy, and those guys came out with a lot of force. And, sometimes that brings some commotion out there between the 2 teams. So there's nothing personal. It's nothing serious. We moved on. Draymond got a tech. He, gathered it, got it back together, and we moved on. So it just didn't linger. We didn't let, a call we didn't like or a turnover or a missed assignment linger over to the next play. It's always about the next possession. And even when things aren't going your way with the refs or your shot, anything, we just try to move on. And tonight, it showed over the year that we talked about that a lot. It's not worrying about the refs, not getting distracted. And tonight it kind of came full circle. So